I'll never forget one night years ago, sitting at my kitchen table in my late 30s. I was staring at a pile of bills, feeling completely overwhelmed, as if the walls were closing in around me. The house was quiet, my kids were asleep, but inside my mind was racing. It felt like I was drowning under the weight of it all. And then, in the midst of that chaos, I had a thought that stopped me in my tracks. Is this really the life I'm meant to live? Is this the example I want to set for my family? That thought changed everything for me. I realized something powerful. The greatest evil isn't just financial struggle. It's letting the opportunity to change your life slip by. The real harm lies in the choice to stay stuck, to remain in that place of stress and struggle when there's an opportunity to break free. I know how overwhelming it feels to be trapped by financial stress. It can feel like there's no way out, no hope. But I'm here to tell you that you can break free. You don't have to live with that stress forever. It all starts with one decision. You can choose to move forward. So I want you to write this down in the comments right now. Evil is the choice to stay stuck. Say it, believe it, and stick with me because I'm going to help you take that first step toward the life you deserve. Now, there are countless ways to define what's evil in this world. People argue about it all the time, each bringing their own beliefs and opinions. We could compile an endless list of things we consider wrong or unjust. But let me share with you what I believe is the most insidious and damaging form of evil. It might ruffle some feathers, and I know it's controversial, but I stand by it. The greatest evil is having the opportunity to achieve financial freedom, to improve your life and the lives of others, and choosing not to act on it. Here's why. It's not just about personal gain, it's about the broader impact. Financial struggles cause so much unnecessary pain in the world. Did you know that the average American can't come up with $500 for an emergency? That fact alone is heartbreaking. It's not the people who are evil, but the system that leaves them in this situation. In fact, 75% of Americans lose sleep over financial worries. That's 3 out of 4 people lying awake at night, consumed by anxiety. And why? Because of something that we, as a society, have the tools to fix. Financial stress is the #1 cause of divorce. Relationships that could have thrived are torn apart because of money or the lack of it. The ripple effects of this stress are devastating, reaching children, families, and entire communities. Parents who are consumed by financial worry struggle to be present for their children, to nurture them, or even to dream alongside them. And get this, 80% of people live paycheck to paycheck, stuck in a cycle with no space for growth or hope. If that's you, it's not your fault. The system is designed to keep you in that cycle. But here's the truth. You can change it. You have the power to break free. Imagine the life you could be living. The freedom to raise your kids the way you want, to take them on trips that create lifelong memories, to experience spontaneous adventures without worry. But for so many of us, we're trapped by financial chains, unable to even consider such possibilities. Did you know that over 90% of people die with less than $10,000 in assets, leaving behind debt and unfulfilled dreams? To me, that's a tragedy. That's the real evil. What's even worse is that we're not taught how to break free from this cycle. We're not given the tools or knowledge to step into the abundance that's available to us. And the past few years have made all of this even worse. Millions of people lost their jobs, their stability labeled non-essential by a system that didn't seem to care. The economic fallout has pushed millions further into financial despair, and it's a cycle that's hard to break without the right guidance. But here's what I need you to understand. The first step to breaking free is realizing that you have the power to change. You don't have to settle for a life of stress, anxiety, and limitations. The moment you decide to take action, whether that's through education, building new skills, or seeking out new opportunities, is the moment you begin to change your life. It starts with one decision, and that decision is yours. You don't have to stay stuck. You can break free and create the life you truly deserve. It's not just about financial freedom for the sake of wealth. It's about creating a life filled with possibilities, opportunities, and the ability to give your family the kind of future they deserve. You have the tools, you have the potential, and now it's time to take action. The change you seek starts with a choice. So I ask you, what will you choose today? Will you stay stuck, or will you take the first step toward the life you deserve? Many people find themselves sinking deeper into financial despair, believing there's no way out. But here's the truth. This isn't just about numbers or cold statistics. It's about real people with dreams, hopes, and immense potential. And I wholeheartedly believe we can change this narrative. You have the power to change it. Allow me to share a little about myself. My name is Mar Gareth, and I'm in my early 50s. Like many of you, I've had my fair share of financial struggles. I've been in that place where it feels like you're drowning, where every step forward feels like it's met with 3 steps back. But through countless challenges, faith, and relentless persistence, I found a way out. I created a life of financial independence, not just for myself, but for my family and for others who needed a helping hand along the way. I wasn't born into wealth. I didn't have a silver spoon, but I had a strong will to change. What I did have was a burning desire to unlearn the limiting beliefs I had been taught about money, beliefs that kept me stuck. And now, I feel an immense sense of responsibility to share what I've learned. Because the transformation I've experienced is one I know is possible for everyone. Here's what I've come to understand. Money isn't evil. It's the lack of it that causes pain. When you don't have enough, it seeps into every area of your life. It robs you of your peace, limits your choices, and stifles your dreams. Yet so many of us have been taught that wanting more is somehow wrong. That money is the root of all evil. That desiring financial success is selfish, greedy, or superficial. Let me tell you, those beliefs are lies. They're designed to keep you small and keep you trapped in a cycle of scarcity. I believe it is not only your right, but your moral and spiritual responsibility to seek financial abundance, not for selfish reasons, but because of the tremendous good you can do with it. Money is a tool. It amplifies your ability to help others, to create positive change, and to live a life that inspires those around you. When I began to see money as a resource, rather than something tainted or unattainable, everything changed. I realized that by denying myself the opportunity to create wealth, I was also denying myself the chance to make a meaningful impact in the world. If you're reading this, it's because you understand that the greatest injustice is not the lack of financial freedom. It's the failure to take action when the opportunity to change your life is right in front of you. That's why I created the Financial Covenant, a guide that helps you build a pact with God to eliminate debt and align your faith with your finances. It's not just another financial plan. It's a pathway to break free from the cycles that hold so many back from experiencing true abundance. Here's something that might surprise you. Getting rich isn't as complicated as society has led us to believe. The world will tell you the odds are stacked against you, that success is impossible. But history is filled with people who overcame insurmountable odds to create their financial freedom. You don't need to be a genius or have a perfect strategy. What you need is faith, persistence, and a willingness to learn. You need to stop seeing wealth as something out of reach and start claiming it as your divine right. Think about what money allows you to do. It gives you the freedom to support your loved ones, provide stability, and create opportunities that might otherwise seem impossible. When my best friend went through a devastating divorce, I was able to step in and help. I gave him a job, an opportunity to get back on his feet, and supported him during one of the most difficult times in his life. That's what money can do. It's not about greed or materialism. It's about creating a foundation that empowers you to lift others up. We need to change the way we think about money. It's not about taking from others. It's about growing and expanding so that you can share, help, and create. You have a right to prosperity, and it's time to embrace that right fully. If you're ready to stop waiting for financial freedom to find you and take your future into your own hands, click the link below to discover how to claim the abundance that has been waiting for you. True wealth isn't about accumulation. It's about adding value, solving problems, and improving the world around us. When you approach money with this mindset, it becomes a powerful force for good. It becomes a way to honor God, to celebrate the gifts you've been given, and to inspire others to step into their own potential. If you've made it this far, I challenge you to stop believing the lies that keep you stuck in a cycle of limitation. Stop accepting the narrative that says you have to settle for less than you're capable of. You were created for more. You have a unique purpose, and part of that purpose is to live in abundance, not just for yourself, but to make a lasting impact on the world. Take a step today, no matter how small. Shift your mindset, take decisive action, and watch as your journey toward financial freedom unfolds. Your path to prosperity starts now. Another key realization is that your financial situation is a direct result of the beliefs and actions that have shaped your life. Blaming external factors, like the system, your boss, or past failures, only traps you in a cycle of victimhood. The moment you take full responsibility for your situation, you reclaim your power. If you've created, allowed, or promoted your current circumstances, you also have the power to change them. Growth becomes inevitable when you commit to personal development, even if it means stepping outside your comfort zone. Not all work is created equal. One of the most transformative shifts in my journey was realizing the difference between low-income busy work and high-income tasks. Take a hard look at how you spend your time. Are your daily activities bringing you closer to your financial goals, or are they simply filling your day without real progress? Redirecting your energy toward high-impact activities like networking, refining your skills, or investing in education can dramatically increase your income without having to work more hours. It's also essential to disconnect your self-worth from your net worth. Many people mistakenly believe that wealth will fill an inner void, but it won't. Achieving financial success taught me that money doesn't define who you are. It amplifies your ability to make a meaningful difference in the world. Money is a tool for freedom and service, not a measure of personal value. True wealth begins with recognizing your inherent worth and using money as a means to contribute to others' lives. Finally, understand that abundance is your birthright. Imagine the ripple effect of doubling or tripling your income, not just for your own benefit, but for your family, community, and beyond. The more you grow as a person, the more value you can offer, and the more lives you can touch. Commit to this journey with unwavering faith and purpose, knowing that every step you take toward self-improvement is a step toward uplifting those around you. Before we close, I want to leave you with this thought. The lack of financial freedom isn't just a personal struggle. It's a spiritual battle. You've seen the statistics, heard the stories, and maybe even felt the weight of financial stress yourself. But here's the truth. Change is possible. That's why I created the Financial Covenant, how to build a pact with God to eliminate debt. This isn't about buying a product. It's about sowing a seed into your future and trusting God to multiply what you start today. Click the link in the pinned comment below and take that first step toward financial freedom. You were made for more. Don't let this opportunity pass you by. Let this new mindset guide your actions. When we all redefine our relationship with money, using it as a tool for growth and service, we don't just change our finances, we change the world.